LensGo AI is a simple to use AI image and video generation tool that you can use daily for free. Every day you are given 50 free credits for you to try out the site. There are a variety of AI tools for you to use, from creating images, animating videos, training your own models with images that you like, restyling a photo, as well as remixing a video to a different style. LensGo also provides featured models with different kinds of look and styles that you can apply to your AI generated images and videos as well. To generate an AI image in LensGo, click on the Create Images button and we're brought to the image generation page. First, choose the model that you want to use. So depending on the kind of image you want to create, you're just going to choose real for realistic looking photos, or choose anime for, well, of course, cartoon looking photos, right? There are also featured models that you can use right here that will apply a different style to the images that you're going to create. So for me, I'm just going to choose the real model for now. Next, we're going to choose the dimensions. We can choose a square, a rectangle that is vertical, as well as a rectangle that is horizontal, that is landscape, and this is of course portrait. I'm going to choose the 916. Next is choosing the number of images that you want to generate concurrently. I normally choose 2 because it gives a good balance that I have a variety of image, as well as I'm able to manage the credits I have, since we only have 50 credits daily. Next, we have the text guidance scale. So the text guidance scale will determine how closely the AI tool will follow the prompt that we're going to provide later. So the max we can go is 15, the lowest is of course 3. Normally a good balance between 8 to 12 is good. I'm just going to put 10 right now. So the higher this number, the closer it is going to be to the prompt, and the lower this number, the more creative freedom the AI tool has to create the image, right? Sometimes you won't even follow the prompt. Next, you also have the negative prompts. So by default, there is a set of negative prompts that we have here. So negative prompts is a way for you to tell the AI tool what are the kind of things that you don't want to see. So most of the time it's like unrealistic, worst quality, low quality, double hands, painting. Since we are creating an image that is supposed to be real, so we don't want it to be a cartoon or anime, right? So that's why we switch on the negative prompt there. Next is you're gonna place in the prompt or type in the prompt. I already have a prompt that is prepared, so it's a prompt I'm gonna use, right? I'm gonna use high quality, high detail photography, photojournalism, photo of beautiful Japanese girl, half body shot, one girl smiling, happy, Kodak, 35mm 2.8 lens, now wearing a sundress, outdoors, sun rays, and sunlit, right? And next we can proceed to generate our image, and as you can see here, it's going to cost us 4 credits. That means per image is costing us 2 credits, right? So if each image costs us 2 credit and we have 50, so technically we can create about 20-ish images daily, right, based on the free credits that we have. So let me just click on the start button and we'll wait for it to generate. So depending on the amount of people that's on the site, it might take some time. And of course, we're on a free plan, so it might get cute in terms of how fast the image is going to get generated for us. Alright, so here are the 2 images that is generated for us. So when I click on it, I'm able to expand, and yep. So look at the girl with the lovely smile right here. It is really looking like a real photo because that is the model that we chose, and so far so good, right? Although that I find that a bit too soft with lesser details, but then this is something that we cannot really escape when we are creating AI generated images. Now it really depends on the model that you're using and the settings and the prompt that I provide, right? And so far so good. So we have a nice smile, which is what we want inside the prompt as well. And of course, the half body shot here is a bit higher, but then it's not like a close-up portrait. So yeah, pretty happy with the image that is being generated. So now let's try the same prompt again, but this time we are going to change the model from real to anime to something that is a bit more cartoony. We're going to keep everything else the same, but here, as you can see, the negative prompt will automatically change by itself as we change the model. We're gonna keep the dimensions to 916, number of images stay at 2, right? And the prompts you're gonna not gonna change as well. And you're just gonna click on the start button once again, which is gonna cost 4 credits, and we shall wait for the image to get generated. While the image generating, if you want to download the image that you have generated, you can just hover over the image. There is this download button. You can just click on that, and the image will be automatically downloaded to your system. Right, so this is the image that we generated. So we're gonna zoom a bit, realize that it is not as sharp, but then this is one of the characteristics of the codec prompt that we provide. So I find that personally, by using the codec option, generally we get something that is a bit more realistic or photography looking. Alright, so the image for us has been created that is based off the anime model, and yes, she is smiling very, very brightly. She looks kind of cute though, but yeah, okay, I guess it is still looking quite nice. Maybe there are some improvements that I do hope that it will have, but yeah, it follows the prompt. It is a Japanese looking girl, I guess, Asian, wearing a sundress. No, there's is sunlit light out there, right? And she is smiling widely. Okay, right, so far so good. So one of the things you need to remember when using AI image generation too is that most of the time you need to generate a few times before you get something that you like. But then, like the first prompt that we had just now, the 2 images turned out quite perfectly, right? So this is using the anime model. Okay, I guess it can be improved as well, but do remember that we also have other featured models that we can try: fantasy scenery, ink painting, game house, high saturation, vintage comic, Elden Ring style. There is really a lot of styles that you can try, but for me, perhaps let's now try the Ghibli style. So I'm going to change the model to Ghibli style. All the other settings, I'm going to keep it exactly the same, and I'm going to generate it again, clicking out the start button. Once again, for you to download the image, just hover over the image and click on the download icon, and it will be automatically downloaded to your system. Let us wait a while for the image to get generated. Okay, so this is the image that we get based on the prompt that we have, but this time using the Ghibli style. I can say it's quite interesting because we are really outdoors. Now there is shadows and lighting. There's light from the side, from the sun rays, right? And I assume this is a sundress that is being used. This looks good as well. Just hover, click on the download icon to download the image. Because we are using a free version, there is of course a watermark for LensGo AI. You can of course choose to like crop in a bit when you edit, right? But then, why don't give the guys some credit so people know that this is from LensGo AI. So I'm just gonna try one more model that is available, which I do like is, now we have Asian traditional. Okay, maybe we're just gonna choose the ink painting style. Not so sure whether how nice it will look. That I'm gonna keep exactly the same settings that I have, as well as the prompts that we have used throughout. And we're just gonna click on the start, and it's gonna cost us 4 credits as well. But from the model, there is also the percentage that you want. So normally I'll change the weightage if I want it to be more, but I realized that just sticking to the same, I will say, weightage that is provided by default usually works well, right? Unless you really want to mix and match something. But then, yep, leaving it as it is works well most of the time. Okay, wow, so this is how it looks like in the ink painting style. So I guess slightly some deformation over here, but it still looks kind of cute, right? We are outdoors. I guess this is their definition of a sundress that is in the ancient times, but okay. But you get the point. So here is using the real model. This is using the anime model. This is using the Ghibli style model. And the last one is of course using the ink painting style. Once again, you can click on the image for you to expand to have a closer look at the image, or you can just hover over the image and click on the download button for you to download the images to your system. LensGo also have the upload image option right here, which is an image to image option. So based on the image that you're going to upload, the system will also try to create something that is similar. So now I'm just going to upload an image right now of a real girl in a sundress. And I'm going to keep my prompt the same, but I'm going to change the model back to real. And let us see what are the effect that we're gonna get. So I'm just gonna start. So I have now provided a reference image using back the real model, and let's see what are the style that we're gonna get. Alright, so based on the image reference, this is the image that is being generated. So when you provide a reference image, what the tool will do, it will try to follow the same pose and the background as well, even like the look and feel, including the clothes. So that is quite interesting. So this is the reference image. On the right and on the left, you're able to see the generated image, right? So this is generated image 1 and number 2. It is looking almost similar to the reference image that we provided just now. Okay, but let us now see, based on the reference image that we provide and using the same prompt, if we are going to change the text guidance. So now we still keep the text guidance exactly the same. If I'm going to reduce this all the way to perhaps 5, let's see whether that will give an impact to the image that we're going to generate. So again, click on the start button. Gonna cost us 4 credits. One more time, since each of the image costs 2 credits to generate. So if you have an image that you like, that in terms of the look and feel, right, you can also try it as well. And let's see what kind of creative output the tool will give to us. So in other tool, it is also known as image to image, but then over in LensGo is known as providing a reference image. So this is the tool version that we have. So as you can see, once we provide a reference image, the tool itself will try to generate something that is almost similar based on the reference image that you provide. So text guidance skill doesn't really work that well, right? But last trial that I'm going to do is, let's say if we are going to change the sundress, if you're going to provide a color to the prompt itself, wearing perhaps green color sundress, okay, and I'm going to perhaps increase the weightage as well for the sundress, and the text guidance I'm going to ramp it up all the way to 15 just to try and see how does that affect the generation based on the reference image and a more higher weightage to the prompt. And just click on the start button to generate the images. Taking a while to generate, so I started to see what are the effect it will have when we change the prompt as well as provide a text guidance skill. Oh, nice. So now we have the two in the same pose in an almost similar location, but now we have her in a green sundress instead of a yellow one. So yes, changing the prompt and increasing the text guidance scale does affect the reference image style itself, right? When you provide a reference image and you give more weightage to the prompts and really ramping up the prompts with certain settings that you want, it does affect the final generation. So I guess it depends on a balance of what is it that you want to create. So it's a try and error. So either reduce the text guidance, increase the text guidance, change certain settings over in the prompt, and you'll be able to get something that is slightly different from just the reference image. But the reference image is a good way if you have a certain pose, a certain look and feel, or a certain location that you want the image to be in. The AI tool is also able to create something similar based on reference image that you provided. So as you can see, it's very easy to create AI generated images inside of LensGo. So since you have 50 credits daily, you can head on to this site every day to generate some of these AI images, or in this case I will call it AI girlfriends that you can use and create them to your liking, right? And of course explore some of the prompts that you can change, and you have like a different features and different kind of look, and of course explore the various models that's available as well. And hopefully you find this video enjoyable. Do keep a lookout for some of the other videos and subscribe and follow if you have not done so. Bye bye for today. Bye bye.